Welcome to the Heavy Spoilers Show. I'm your host Definition, and this is the channel where we explain it so you don't have to. The teaser trailer for Westworld Season 3 has just dropped, and already the show looks like a wild departure from the Western world that we saw in the first two parts of the show. Throughout this video, I'll be breaking down everything that you need to know about the third season, as well as what we can take from its trailer. This is full spoilers ahead, so if you haven't seen fully through the first and second season yet, then I highly recommend that you turn off now. With that out the way, I just want to give a huge thank you for clicking this video. I hope you enjoy it, and now sit back, relax, and let's get into my Westworld Season 3 breakdown. The first trailer reveals big changes to the setup of Westworld, with the season seemingly following an unnamed construction worker slash thief played by none other than Aaron Paul. Just in the same way that the synthetics and hosts in the first season seem to be living life in a loop, Paul's character too seems unhappy with the day-to-day existence and the monotony of it. He states that he feels betrayed by promises that were never fulfilled, and from this we can guess that he was originally supposed to have an easy life due to the hosts doing most of the work in society, but this all came apart after the events of Season 2. In the trailer, Paul's character meets Dolores, and it hints that this is the something real that he's been searching for. Dolores is sprinkled throughout the trailer, and she's back in her usual body. Those who remember the end of the second season will recall that Dolores escaped using a host that was identical to Charlotte, played by Tessa Thompson, and at Arnold's house she recreated her old body. As Paul's character is a thief, there is a possibility that Dolores could ask him to break back into the park and steal something for her, which could potentially be other hosts, as she was only able to smuggle out 5. Though Dolores currently has 5 pearls with her, which as we know from Season 2 are hosts, these characters will no doubt likely be carryovers from the first 2 seasons, though we can rule out James Marsden as he managed to escape to the paradise. I can imagine she will recruit Paul to go back and get more, and with them wage war on the humans. Juxtaposing this is Bernard, who at the end of Season 2 came to the conclusion that there is hope for humanity and that we can be better if given the opportunity. Season 3 looks set to have Paul choose between the sides, but as always, things probably won't be that black and white. When discussing the season, showrunner Lisa Joy stated, "It's going to be a whole new world. This series is about reinvention and scope. The first season was a more intimate look at the park from within the loops. In the second season, the hosts broke out of their loops and were able to explore more of the park. In the third season, they've broken out of the park itself. We're in terra incognita." From the beginning, when Jonah and I were thinking about the series as far back as the pilot, we knew we wanted to explore other worlds in the park, and we also knew the one world we would start to see little glimpses of throughout the first 2 seasons was the real world, and that we would get there eventually, and when we did, it would be a whole new experience. So there's lots of things to look forward to, including many new aesthetics. In addition to Paul, Season 3 also sets to add a whole new host of characters, excuse the pun, with Vincent Cassel joining the series as a villain. Whilst little is known about the character, the actor has done some phenomenal parts in Black Swan and Irreversible, and he's a great addition to the cast. And finally, the release date. Whilst we don't know for definite when the season will be released, having only 2020 as its date, I can imagine that HBO will want to take over the Game of Thrones slot, and thus we will see it arrive around the end of April or start of May. I'm massively excited for the new show, and I can't wait to see what happens when it drops. Obviously, I'd love to hear your thoughts on Season 3 of Westworld, and if you're looking forward to it. Comment below and let me know, and if you enjoyed this video then please like it, and make sure you check out my full breakdown of the ending of Game of Thrones, which will be linked at the end. We've also just launched a merch section on the channel, so if you want to support the show and get something back from it, make sure you click the boxes in the links below, as we massively appreciate it. This is a channel for people who are never missing television, so if that's the kind of thing you like, you need to subscribe to Definition. Thanks again for taking the time to watch this. You've been the best, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.